Welcome to the next session of Mic'd Up with Mike. Today we're going to be covering the new rule for high sticking. Just want to explain how rule changes come about. The rule changes are not done by one or two people at the NCAA office every 2 years making up the rules. It's a very long process where all the NCAA committee is made up of D1 men's coaches, Division III, and the women's coaches. And they go out throughout the country and asking coaches and officials for their opinions and input for the new rules. So that's about how the new rules come to change. So let's get into the new rule of high sticking the puck. As you can see, it hasn't changed very much. It is just basically the player's shoulder who is playing the puck. That is a determining factor for a high stick. It used to be 4 feet with a crossbar, and now it has been made the player's shoulder. And the reason the rules committee made that change is that the players are much highly skilled nowadays, and individual that's taller was at a disadvantage playing a stick that maybe was below his or her shoulder, but was above the crossbar. So now this goes to the shoulder, and hopefully it'll lead to those skilled players getting the goals that should have counted in the past. The first video just happened a couple weeks ago. It was at the Duluth and CC game, and this was determined a good goal, and you look at the height of the shoulder. And one thing I want to talk about is high sticking angles. Is when you're looking at a review, is that pretty much I'd say 90% of the on ice calls are going to stand because we don't have the view as an angle to determine to overrule that. The best view you're going to have is from the behind the net ice level. But as you can see right here, is determined that the stick was at the shoulder or below shoulder, and the stick actually hit on the shaft of this individual. And the next clips we're going to be showing are clips that happened last year. This is a play that was called no goal on the ice because the official was over in the left-hand corner out of view here, but they determined that it was above the crossbar, and it probably wasn't, you can tell again at that angle, but this year that would be called a good goal because it was not over the shoulder of the St. Cloud player. Another play of a high stick that is at the shoulder level, and maybe last year, again, depending on the angle, that would have been viewed as no goal using the crossbar, but here just makes it easier for the official on the ice to make that determination with the shoulder versus the crossbar. And here's another angle on a call that should be allowed under the new rule. As you can tell by this angle, it looks like it could be above the crossbar or even the player's shoulder. But as the video moves forward, now we get that angle from behind, and contact is made at shoulder level of the individual, knocking the puck into the net. And this is the last video we're going to be showing. This is a very close one. And the determining factor is when he touched the puck, is it at the shoulder level or not? And you can tell it by the player, the CC player is leaning over a little bit, but when the contact is made, it would be determined that it was at the shoulder level, and this goal would count under the rules that we have in place right now. Thanks for joining us in this session of Mic'd Up with Mike. Again, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them on the comment section below.